Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I actually went outside, recorded the video with some little sightseeing additional bonus. Windy like a hell, hot like a hell, that's for sure. I came back home and I was trying to download it and it wasn't downloading. Whatever the case, here I am recording the same what I was saying outside, inside. Nevertheless, two informations I really want to tell you today, and that is both related to Poland and actually many other countries. But the first one is, who is creating a false narrative that might actually provoke the war? And the second is Polish approach to Russians traveling to Poland or to Europe. Let's start with the first topic. And that is an article from Washington Post. Some of you maybe came across this already. Some of you maybe have not. If you haven't, about 2 days ago, there was an article in Washington Post with the title, US Allies Most Vulnerable to Russia Press for More Troops and Weapons. And I would like to give you some paragraphs, some actually quotes from this article, and it's connected to Poland as well, very, very much so. About 100,000 US troops are deployed across Europe with a growing center of gravity in the east. But for those on Russia's doorstep, Aki, it's not yet enough. Like Ukraine, which is not a NATO member, but considered a close partner of the alliance, the countries closest to Russia say they are desperate for more Western military aid. It is essential to arm themselves as well as Ukraine. Latvian Defense Minister Artis Pabriks said during a visit from Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin this month. What he said is, because there is a real risk the war will come to our borders. There is a real risk the war will come to our borders. I'm quoting, I continue quoting, then my comment. The NATO members bothering Russia, sorry, I made the right mistake. Bothering, but in fact they are bothering. You see, this is like subconscious. The NATO members bothering Russia and Belarus, which once was considered a buffer state, no longer is, are pleased that the United States, along with Europe's financial powerhouses, have embraced the view that Russia poses an existential threat to the West. The military investments made over the past 6 months are accepted with gratitude, but leaders in the region believe the alliance must become more aggressive in the long term. I have to emphasize certain words so people pay attention. In an interview, the Polish defense attaché, General Krzysztof Norbert, said, winning that war is absolutely fundamental for security in Europe. Poland is the third largest donor to the Ukrainian military and has routinely urged the West to support Kiev. End of quote. At the same time, Polish officials believe it would be greatly helpful if the United States could accelerate the delivery of certain weapons Warsaw has already been promised, such as HIMARS, F-19 fire aircrafts, and Abrams battle tanks. So this is the first information. They are pushing for this conflict like there is no tomorrow, and there won't be tomorrow, right? If it's insane. I mean, if people don't see it, what the governments are doing, what the politicians are doing, what the military complex is doing, then I have no idea, like, what does it need to open your eyes and to see. I mean, quotes like this, guys, this is Washington Post, quotes like this, that, where was it here? That they believe the alliance must become more aggressive in the long term. What is this? You know, I really think people are more afraid in Poland of what's coming in the winter, the bills they won't be able to afford to pay, and the food that will be so expensive that they will have to go to sleep hungry sometimes, and that businesses will be closed because they won't be able to run electricity or use other energies because it will be too high price, and to create the product will just make no sense because it will be no profits. They will lay off people, more families will lose the incomes, and they are pushing this bloody war, just pushing it. Next is about no more visas for Russians. This is the article from the newspaper in Poland. It's called Gospodarka Dziennik.pl. Doesn't matter, there's a newspaper, and in this newspaper is an article that says Poland is working on developing a concept that will allow for the refusal of issuing visas to Russians, said Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Piotr Wawrzyk. Quote, "We can expect a decision on this matter in the coming week." End of quote. A general suspension of issuing visas for Russian citizens will be discussed at the meeting of European Union foreign ministers in Prague at the end of this month. In an interview with PAP, I think it's Polish Associated Press, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs said that Poland is in favor of extending EU sanctions. Number 7, everyone, if you stopped counting. Poland is in favor of extending EU sanctions, especially with regards to the suspension of the agreement on the facilitation of visa traffic for citizens of the Russian Federation. He admitted, however, that not all the European Union countries consent to this. This is opposed by large member states, including Germany, France, and the Netherlands. Therefore, Poland is working on a new solution. He also positively assessed the decision of Latvia and Estonia to suspend or limit the issuance of visas to Russian citizens. However, he pointed out that they were issued too late and few months after the start of the war, but better late than never, he says. The deputy minister also recalled that Poland has not issued transit visas to citizens of Russia for several months. For several months. Currently, they are only given to Russians who, due to their work, have to cross the Polish-Russian border, including truck drivers, diplomats, as well as people with a Polish card and family members of citizens of Poland and other Eastern European countries. So what I said in the video that I was not able to post because somehow it didn't download is this. Let me say it. When I was growing up, we were only allowed to travel to the countries that were in the communist group. And in Poland, we called them demoludy. Polish viewers will know what I'm talking about. Like Bulgaria, Romania, etc. East Germany, yes. Only East Berlin, right? Yes. So we were not allowed to travel anywhere else besides that region of those countries. My father was able to go like to Italy, for example, to Fiat company in Turin, outside Turin, Torino, because he was the engineer, he was designing part of the engine. So the company, the factory here where he worked, collaborated with that one, papers exchange, he went. You know, this is the West is doing, is exactly what they were doing to us when I was a very little girl. And what it did, I tell you what it did. I tell you exactly what it did. It did that most people who were suppressed and who were, not everyone, okay, but a lot of people, okay, from my group, were absolutely fascinated with this forbidden land, with those forbidden countries. You know, you can't have it, you want it, right? So they were mesmerized and very, very curious about this Western world because they could not travel there. So having jeans coming from denim, Levi's coming from United States, or even from Europe, from other countries, like other parts of Western Europe, that was the biggest thing, to have the products from the Western countries, or to even see the movie from there, or to go there. Now they are closing this opportunity to travel. How this will unfold in these times we are living in, with the technology that is evolving, with the businesses that are international, with the, I mean, I just can't imagine how this is going to be if this comes into life. It reminds me my childhood and how we were not able to enter certain places just because that's how it was. I can't believe that this is actually happening. So we see if France and Germany and the Netherlands, apparently those are against this, how much saying they have and how this will end, you know. Let's see. And still people can travel to Russia, I think, and through Istanbul or Dubai or other places, you find a way. So I mean, you want to do things, you find a way. But those are the two articles I came across. I know this is a strange video, but I just wanted to put it out because I actually recorded one already before. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if I have another conversation this week. I might. We see, but I will be traveling very soon and I will definitely keep you posted. Lots of love. Thank you for your time. Leave the comments down below where you're watching from and how is the situation there. Until next time.